All right, Dino here, Happeningn podcast with my partner.
Isaac Mejia from The Wolves, also an assistant director on movies.
Amazing, amazing. I'm also a realtor. I do real estate, and I took over Happeningn 3 years ago this month, and seems about the right time to get this podcast going.
3 years, wow.
3 years.
It's quite a feat.
I believe it was December 7th, 2020, in the height of COVID.
Wow, what a time to take over it.
It was quite a time.
Wow.
Happeningn was about bars, restaurants, events, and of course during COVID there were no bars, restaurants, or events. So we started doing a lot of podcasts, just trying to do anything to keep happening out there and kind of priming the pump for when the day would arrive to start getting downtown going again, doing what we were doing and helping rebuild downtown, which is how we ended up sitting here, to be honest.
And it's pretty much the purpose of this show, rebuilding downtown and connecting all businesses, business owners, anybody together, right?
Right. You know, I think this is a great way to tell stories about downtown, about business owners. I'm always fascinated how businesses are run. I'm always asking you questions how you run your business and why you do this and why you do that. So we'll be able to tell those kinds of stories, meet people. I was telling you earlier, I sat down and I was thinking, who are all the people instrumental in all the things that we're doing that we're going to talk about? Art night and Happeningn and the Wolves and pop-ups and events. And it's all for meeting people. I must have met 10 people from you just going out walking around one night. Hey, meet Arlene. She's the owner of the Mermaids. Meet this person. Meet that person. Meet Blair that runs the bid.
Yeah.
So we're here to try to meet people, tell stories, and make things happen.
I think that's what's needed. Just a community coming together and actually knowing each other. Sometimes we get so busy with our lives and businesses that we forget to meet other people and share struggles that they may having that you share as well.
Right.
Or also positive things that they may know that you don't know and vice versa.
Yeah, no, it's key. I see the businesses that make it and the businesses that don't. And, there's always, a million different things, but I see a theme. The people that are making it and are growing, like the Wolves, you're always up to stuff, connecting and a pop-up here and a pop-up there. It's crazy. You have more pop-ups in the works than anyone I've ever met.
We try.
Well, what pop-ups do you have coming? What's in discussion?
We have, not a pop-up, but we have New Year's Eve, which is going to be a big event. We have Sierra Sellers performing, which I got from a good buddy of mine, Vince, from Rhythm Room.
Okay.
Got a recommendation. She normally plays there, and she'll be singing basically popular like standards right into like modern music, which is great. It's perfectly fits our space. Amazing voice. She's going to do the countdown, which is always cool. And then we'll all toast a little champagne for 2024. Hopefully we have even a better year.
What time do people start coming out on New Year's?
We're actually, doors open at 5. People just start showing up, I would say around 8-ish, 7-ish, around like that, just to get their spot, because we are no reservations. It's first come, first serve.
Is there a cover?
Yes, after 7, $25. Before that, it's free.
So after 7:25, before that's free?
Yeah.
People start rolling in. You're obviously going to have the front and the back open?
Yeah, running 2 bars, and we have all our heavy hitter bartenders on deck that day. So we're going to be running and gunning. Cool.
Well, you might as well, since I kind of mentioned it, the Wolves has a front section and a back section.
That's correct.
What's the story behind all that?
So the front is basically our volume bar where everything happens daily operations. The upstairs bar is usually for pop-ups or special events, guest bartenders from around the world, around the States, or anybody that wants to rent it out, private space and stuff like that.
You did pop-ups with people from Arizona this year?
Last year, yeah, we did. We've done Arizona. We had 36 Below come over all the way from Arizona, which is awesome. And we had Sugar House come over from Michigan, Detroit, at Corktown to be exact. One of the first proper cocktail bars in Michigan, which is we were excited to have Shelby from there. And then we've had Raised by Wolves from San Diego, which is they're in America's top 50 best bars, which that was quite a treat. So we did a Raised by Wolves takeover at the Wolves using Wolves whiskey.
I remember that one.
Yeah, it was a triple Wolves night, so that was pretty cool.
I'm into your pop-ups because you always go cool places. The next one I want to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where's that going to be?
I think we're either in January, we're talking about going to Michigan now and returning the favor and going to the Sugar House.
And then after that,
Hopefully, maybe Bangkok. We'll go all the way to Thailand. Yeah.
that would be cool. I've been to Bangkok once.
Yeah.
I went to Bangkok, Bali, Thailand back in a while ago.
Yeah. It's always a good time.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so that's where we started out. You on the Wolves, I run Happeningn. I've got a couple of great partners, Dana and Craig. And for me, I think the last year has been great because we brought Craig on board as a partner and Diana we brought on board. So building the team, and it feels like this is finally the year.
Yeah.
As you know, I've been a little bit over optimistic. I always thought downtown would come back quicker than it did. And a lot of false starts, a lot of events we did that didn't work.
Yeah.
You just couldn't get people out for a long time.
I mean, that's how you learn. It's always good to be optimistic no matter what.
It's true.
Yeah.
There's things that we're doing to grow Art Night, which I haven't mentioned, but we do Art Night, which is we get 20 galleries open on the first Thursday of the month from 7 to 9, which has been a great event for downtown, bringing businesses back. We're bringing artists back. We brought some artists back from the east side back into downtown who just opened a gallery because of what we've done.
Awesome.
And we did that. It was actually your idea. And remember we had a conversation one night, what can we do to help downtown? And you said we got to get Art Walk going again.
Yeah.
So we did Art Night, different night, changed the name, got it going, connected with Blair from the bid.
Yeah.
And kind of got some free spaces from owners of buildings.
Yeah.
One very instrumental owner is your owner,
Yeah.
Isaac.
Isaac Shomoff. Yeah.
Isaac Shomoff, who's been we're very grateful to everything Isaac's done
Yeah.
to help us get Art Night going. He has loaned us the space that was previously the Little Easy restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And last month, December, the first Thursday, December, was December 7th. The first month we partnered with the UCLA Exchange in that gallery. We put one of their artists there.
Because they just moved in, right, to the city?
Yeah, UCLA just bought the Trust Building on Spring Street.
Okay.
So UCLA bought it to put the UCLA Exchange there, and they have a lot of great ideas. They're actually going to have a ribbon cutting on the first day of February.
Mm-hmm.
February, that's kind of their official ribbon cutting for the building. I presume it's going to take like a year or something to do construction and whatever ideas they have. But in the meantime, we have connected with them for Art Night.
Oh.
We activated the Little Easy space with them, and we will do that as well in January and February with Olga, who has really cool posters. She's going to have a special show that will run 2 Art Nights, the January 4th Art Night and February 1st. And again, February is the first is the ribbon cutting for UCLA Exchange.
Okay, cool.
And then we have, probably not allowed to say, but like I said, we brought in another artist from Silver Lake who's moving back downtown because of Art Night. So we helped him, work with him to get a space, and he's coming back. And then we have our emerging gallery that we put on at the HWH building on 4th and Spring. There's a coffee shop there. We have an emerging gallery with 20, 30 different artists every month.
Awesome.
That hang their art. We put a DJ. We've got music. It's a really great event. It's growing every month. I don't know who. Someone told me every month. Oh, I spoke to someone at the last bookstore building. Who she said every month it's getting bigger for her. It's bringing more and more people.
I mean, I think that's the idea, the purpose of gaining momentum and getting bigger, getting more businesses involved, and actually just getting people down to downtown. I remember when Art Night was Art Walk, so I had very fond memories of how it built up. I think I went to the first one. It was only 10 galleries at the time, and then by the time it finished, I mean, there was over 50 galleries participating, and it really felt like downtown LA transformed to New York for one night. There was just so many people you couldn't even walk. Just sharing art, and art is a great excuse to bring everyone together. It's the one denominator that everybody loves art, and it's a way to express yourself and connect people. People love watching art. I mean, personally myself, I love art, and I think it's something that brings people together. So that's why I suggested that to you, and I'm glad it is where it is now, because it's only going to get bigger, and it's going to get bigger. Yeah.
I did roll my eyes when you suggested it, though, because I knew it was going to be a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like, oh no. I knew it was going to happen. And once you rolled off your tongue, this is going to happen. The other cool thing I should mention is we do the vendor market now at the Spring Street Arcade. Mm-hmm. We put about 20 vendors in there, so that's been pretty successful, actually. Yeah. I didn't get to see it because I missed the last Art Night. I was actually sick. I missed one. I can't believe that. But apparently there was a lot of people there. It was really good. There's some music, a lot of vendors. So we're just doing what we can to build around the historic core mainly and grow as we go.
It's a lot of great businesses inside the arcade. Garçons and White Elephant, a gelato spot. I forget the name of it.
Oh my God, White Elephant. Have you had the sticky rice and mango?
I have not, but I just can't stop eating the drunken noodles there. It's just so good. Like, it's my go-to. Not like go-to, but when I feel like I need to have like some sort of Thai dish, I go there, and it's just so good.
Sticky rice.
Really?
Oh my Lord.
Okay.
It's my favorite.
They have really good Thai iced tea too.
Iced tea?
Yeah.
I usually do water, but I'm going to try the iced tea.
Yeah.
With the sticky rice. They don't always have it. It's the craziest thing.
Oh, you know why? So I went to a different Thai restaurant recently, and they give you the option there, but most Thai places will not give you the mango sticky rice if it's not mango season, because it could be sour.
About
Yeah.
the mango.
Yes. And if it's not, they will tell you it's going to be sour. If you want it, have it. If not,
No, they're just like the chef's not having it.
Yeah.
They're not doing the mango sticky rice until the mangoes are right.
yeah.
It was an American fast food place. They would just make a fake mango and throw it out there if it's the #1 dish.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mentioned the last bookstore, by the way. So the last time I was there was Isaac Shomoff's book signing party.
Mhm.
So you weren't there.
No.
I don't know. I got a special invite. I'm a VIP.
Yeah. Yeah, I missed that.
I bought the book.
Cool.
I started reading the book. I made it through page 1 or 2. Isaac,
Okay.
I'm going to get to the rest of it. I'll report back on it. But if you're at the last bookstore, you should pick up the book by Isaac Shomoff. It's called For the Love of Money.
Okay. Cool.
So wait, is that the name of his movie? But
That's the newest movie as well, but yeah.
I think so. I think it's called For the Love of Money. But I just started reading it. We'll have to report back
Okay.
on the story of Isaac. He came from Israel when he was a kid, and boom, he's a huge property owner in the historic core.
Cool.
So we're very grateful to him for giving us that space
Absolutely.
and helping us. It's a beautiful space too.
Yes, a wonderful landlord.
I used to go to the Little Easy.
Oh, back in the day?
Yeah, they had a
Who
rice.
didn't?
They had a rice and bean dish.
Oh, yes. No, it was
It was a
a
little
spot.
thing like this big, but it was really good.
I actually won a Halloween contest there many, many years ago.
What were you dressed as?
I was dressed as Jor-El, which is Superman's father, which is the Marlon Brando character in Superman 1 in the Christopher Reeves movie.
Dude, that's an awesome character.
Yeah, I loved it. I won first place.
What'd you get for first place?
I think $200.
$200?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Did you spend it on drinks before you left?
No, it was towards the end. I remember that. It was like, here, you won. They gave me an envelope, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. Yeah, that's my best memory of the Louisi.
That's funny. When did you reopen the Wolves after COVID?
I mean, initially the Wolves opened in 2018. We closed, obviously, March of 2020. And then we were closed until November of 2021 is when we reopened it.
November of 21?
Yeah.
That was that period when so many restaurants started reopening.
Yeah.
We were getting calls every day. This place is opening, that place is opening, this place is opening. I put on 10 pounds in like a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was quite a feat, just getting open, getting all the structure back, and just being a little scary getting open again and seeing if people are open to come to the spaces. So it's been a journey, but we're still here for now.
You didn't think you were going to make it back, did you?
No, I honestly thought that during the pandemic we were close too long to even try to make it back. But luckily we got help from the government assistance.
Oh, one of the PPP loans?
Yeah.
Is it PPP?
Yeah, PPP. So we were able to maneuver with that.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember the day you reopened, Mitchell called me. What's Mitchell's last name? I don't even know.
It's French, so I don't know how to pronounce it.
I don't remember. There's another Mitch with it that's French shit. But anyway, we met through Mitchell. Mitchell worked at Happeningn.
Yeah.
And Mitchell helped me get a co-working space during COVID, because as a realtor, I was an essential
Worker. Okay.
So I could leave the house.
Okay.
So I worked at where Mitchell was at the co-working space. It's like our entire existence is because of Mitchell. He introduced us. He helped me get Happeningn organized.
Yeah.
And then he called me when you reopened. It's funny, I'm ashamed to say, but I literally an hour before he called me, it was kind of hard going to Spring Street. It was very depressing. There was nothing there.
Right.
And I literally said, I don't know if we should be going to Spring Street that much. And then you open an hour and I'm like, we're going to Spring Street. Let's
Yeah,
go.
and now it's been up and up. Downtown LA, it's coming back, and that's our main focus. It's coming back. We're bringing positive vibes, and the neighborhood will slowly get back together where it wants to be.
You mentioned the Rhythm Room right around the corner.
Yeah, one of my favorite spots. I feel like it's the only place to watch live music in downtown LA. Every weekend they have a different live band. Not only that, but they have pool tables, ping pong tables, a dart board, and amazing cocktails. And actually, one of my favorite cheeseburgers all of a sudden in town.
They do have a secret top-notch burger.
It's so low key, honestly. There's something about it that reminds me of just a classic cheeseburger from McDonald's. Whoever made this recipe nailed it. Kudos to the Rhythm Room chef.
It is a good burger. You
It
took
is.
me there one night.
Yeah.
You and Sam, we went there. I was thinking about it. The first post I ever did on Happening was a Rhythm Room post
Okay.
in 2017. I met Vince, and then they told me the story. I had this idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to go find businesses and help promote them, put them on Happening, and I paid a photographer to go, and he took amazing photographs, actually. And this was back before Reels took off, obviously. It was like 7 or 8 or 10 slides of cool photos, the food, the ping pong, the pool table,
Yeah.
and then I did a full spread. And that was in 2017. Literally, I interviewed them before they were even open.
Yeah.
And that's when Rhythm Room used to kill it
Yeah.
before COVID.
Yeah, they're still killing it. They're doing great. It's one of the bars that I always send people to, and they're a big supporter of the Wolves, and we're supportive of them. We love that.
We got a good spot there. By the way, we got to go back. I haven't had a burger in a couple months.
Yeah.
But speaking of art night, you got Rhythm Room.
Mm-hmm.
You got Gian Undisputed Principles now.
Yes.
He changed his name.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Undisputed Principles?
Undisputed Principles. Yeah.
Clothing, merchandise,
Yep.
and then you got Robert right next door with the sneaker shop.
Yes. Yes.
And those are all been very instrumental people we've been connecting with to make things happen.
Gian, he has such a love for the city, and he's not even from here. He's originally from Miami, which is very, very cool for him to have this much love for the city. He's really embraced it. He really enjoys the culture, and you can tell in his art. I call it his art in his clothing.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So what you were telling me, because of Art Night, we connected Gian with Sonny from
LA Syndicate.
LA Syndicate,
Yeah.
your favorite T-shirt.
Yeah, and they did a collab of LA Hates You, which is one of Gian's phrases. So they actually just dropped it in December, a limited edition T-shirt, which is pretty cool. And LA Syndicate has great stuff too, and I'm glad those two have merged.
Yeah, that's been great.
Yeah.
That's been great. So speaking of, we're here today shooting. Speaking of Art Night and connecting and meeting people,
Mm-hmm.
we're shooting at the Barlow Bixby building.
Mm-hmm.
So this podcasting room is Barlow Bixby, 718 South Hill. You've got Hilltop Coffee,
Good coffee.
and food on the
Yes.
ground floor.
Yes.
We have spaces, co-working is coming. Actually, they're here now. I think we'll start to see more advertising about it on the 3rd and 5th floors.
Okay.
And there's creative space in the building. There's a rooftop bar and restaurant coming on the roof,
Ooh.
waiting for final permits. So a lot of great things coming on at this building, and met the owner, Sean, through Art Night, and just, another person in the community that's very connected and making things happen,
Mm-hmm.
and, working with us to bring back downtown and make things happen.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love a good rooftop, right? We're in LA.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
What's your favorite rooftop downtown? Of course, since the Barlow Bixby rooftop isn't open yet.
Right. It used to be the Standard back in the day.
Oh, you're right.
Honestly, that was
Now,
my
we
rooftop.
don't play favorites here, but there are certain things it's okay.
It just sticks out because honestly, the Standard really took off this whole downtown movement. Like, this podcast would not exist if the Standard didn't open in downtown. When the Standard opened in downtown, it literally was like this amazing, beautiful hotel opened up when nobody was opening up stuff. And then the rooftop was popping all the time, great crowd, great drinks.
Sunday. Did you ever go on Sundays?
Yeah,
That
it was
the
always
day.
great. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And now it's Philadelphia, so they're bringing it back, which is pretty
The
awesome.
only thing bad about the Standard Sundays was waking up on Monday. It was Kind of like the Super Bowl. Trying to work the next day was a little difficult.
Yeah, yeah. But no, I'm glad that Delphia took over it, and big things coming there.
Yeah, we would love to do some events over there. Supposedly the pool's coming this summer, right?
Yeah, yeah. They just opened the diner, so they have the bar and the diner open. So I think they have.
I haven't been to the diner yet.
No, me either. I need to go. So they have a second bar they're gonna open in the middle of the top of the escalators, and then the rooftop bar.
Right.
Yeah.
So wait a second. You remind me because when I first came to downtown, the dirty inside secret was there was very few places that you could eat late at night.
Mm.
I can remember two. One was the Standards Diner in the basement. It was open 24/7.
Yeah.
And the other one is
LA Cafe.
LA Cafe.
Yeah. Which you still can.
Which you still can.
Yeah.
But the Standard, you could get a burger at 2 in the morning or 4 in the morning or 6 in
Yeah.
the morning, whatever.
And now, I mean, there's all these little multiple places you have all the
There's
options. So, all the Danny's Taco Trucks rules downtown everywhere. So that's always a good one. And then you got Tacos 86 and Guisados that stay open late now, which is awesome.
What time's Guisados open till?
I think like 1 or 2.
Really?
Yeah.
The one in the Spring Street Arcade?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So speaking of going back to Standard, we should probably talk about their new name is the Delphi.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we said that.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did?
I think
Delphi.
I pronounced it Delphia.
Delphia?
Yeah,
Delphi.
so I think it is Delphi. Yeah.
So I sold a condo at the Library Court right across the street to someone, and he's very excited about. I'm like, there's gonna be pool parties there in about 6 months. And he was very excited about that.
Cool.
Imagine rolling out of bed, walking over to the Delphi,
Yeah.
going up to the pool party.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You think the footprint's gonna have to be the same, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be the same
They're obviously
layout.
not moving the pool. They're just gonna clean it up.
Yeah, I think what really made that space special is the view.
The views,
Yeah,
the lights.
You were
at
in
night.
the middle of the skyline, basically. Like you're embedded into it, and you can just see. It was just such a great space. Yeah.
Oh man, my friend was working there. He was in charge of sales.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was teed up, and then it all fell apart
Mm-hmm.
because they closed that one and the Sunset at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically.
There's one in. They just opened one up in Bangkok last year.
Oh really?
Yeah, brand
We'll
new.
have to go there when you do that pop up.
Yeah, I actually went. It was very, very good.
Oh, you went.
Yeah, I went. It's amazing.
Popping.
Yeah, really cool. Yeah, they got everything. It's just like, it's basically the hottest place in Bangkok right now. Yeah.
Got it. So we mentioned the burger at Rhythm Room.
Mm-hmm.
What are your other go-to spots in the area? By the way, and what is a go-to spot? By the way,
I think go to
is it, can
to
you
me.
walk within 5 minutes? Because we're busy. We don't
Yeah.
spend a lot of time.
I think to me a
cruising
go-to
around
spot
eating long
is a
lunches.
place that has different factors. Like I think time, as the essence. Because when you have more time, then you have more spaces to go to. But one space that always comes up to my mind all the time is Yuko's Kitchen. Yuko's
Yuko's.
Kitchens, yeah, is literally it's on 5th and Los Angeles, and Main, Los Angeles and Main, right in the corner.
5th and Main.
Yeah, it's been there forever. It's my go-to spot. There's nothing on that menu that's bad. That's literally, and it works for everybody. If you're vegan, vegetarian, meatitarian, whatever it is, they got everything. And then they got cookies, homemade cookies.
Oh,
Yeah.
the weirdest thing for years I walked by, but I never went in.
Mhm.
I don't know why. And then I started going this year. The cookies, they're dangerous.
Yeah, they're so good.
I hate, that dangerous. The LA Cafe has pound for pound one of the best cookies in downtown too.
I haven't had their cookies.
You got to try their cookie. I don't know.
Okay.
We would have the cookie off here.
Yeah.
But meat, rice. It's impossible not to like a place that is basically a bunch of stuff with rice.
Yes.
You're just gonna love that.
I mean, there's my go-to plates. There's the salmon skin salad that I've had there for multiple years because she has a different location by Mid-Wilshire. It was the first one.
Have
And
you been to
that's,
the other one?
yeah, that's where I started going.
I've never been there.
That salad inspired me to suggest to our bar director, Nathan, a martini based on it. So now we have a salmon skin martini. And
the
we call
salmon
it Skin
comes from
Deep.
Yuko's, right?
Yeah, we source it from Yuko.
And that's kind of a thing, you guys. Your drinks are recipes, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we're very culinary forward. We make any cocktail, but we like pushing the envelope.
So how often do you go? Who goes and collects the salmon skin from Yuko's?
We go once a month.
Once a month, you go.
Yeah.
Someone goes rolling up there.
It's
to get
either
salmon?
me or Nate, whoever has the time, And I gotta call ahead because I don't want to take their salmon skin,
You don't want to take their salmon skin.
Yeah, I don't want to take all their salmon skin because they can run out. So
Oh,
I
got
call ahead, and then she makes sure she has enough for us to take.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. We don't want to live without salmon skin.
So what's the salmon skin drink called?
Skin deep.
Skin deep.
Yep.
And
It's basically our version of a dirty martini. You know, it's salmon skin and there's black garlic in it.
What is the drink? Just vodka?
No, it's
You don't do vodka really.
I think it's gin. Yeah,
Gin.
but yeah, broker's gin.
Got it.
Yeah.
So wait, what's a tiki drink made out of?
A tiki drink.
Right.
A tiki drink is
'Cause you're
usually
big into
made out of
tiki.
rum. Yeah, not me, but our pop-ups are. You know, our pop-ups that we get from Skull and Crown that comes from Hawaii. That's one of our bars that comes to us to takeovers upstairs in the space. Usually are based out of rum. You know,
Rum.
a lot of rum and citrus, and it's just a collaboration of multiple rums. Sometimes it's a very potent cocktail, but a proper tiki drink tastes really good.
Because tiki people are crazy about tiki. I know
Oh
that.
yeah, the tiki culture is very, very serious. You know, you have a tiki event, you best believe a lot of people are going to show up.
Because I wandered in. I used to love going to Clifton's
Mm-hmm.
before the line starts.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get there at the right time.
Yep.
I don't remember what time that was. I think 9:50ish.
Mm-hmm.
You walk right in. 9:55 long line. I don't do lines, but I used to love going to Clifton's, and those people are crazy about their tiki.
Yeah, they had a
They
great.
come in dressed up. They're having a tiki crowd,
Yeah.
tiki hangout.
That was a beautiful bar, the tiki bar they have in there.
I think the one question we get more than any other on Happening in the DMs and the comments is when is Clifton's opening up?
Mm-hmm.
So should be coming soon. Apparently, I
Yeah.
was told by the owner Andrew.
Cool.
They had a plumbing leak. Who knows? Whatever. But
Yeah.
hopefully, in the next couple months they'll be open again.
Yeah.
Because downtown needs Clifton's.
Absolutely, it's an icon
Yeah.
for downtown. It's inspiration for many bars, and it's definitely a place that everybody remembers, whether you're young or old. And now it's becoming something that it could be for the future for us, you know, in downtown.
Right. And something I noticed, people come down for Clifton's, and again, the line, they can't get in. They get tired of waiting, they go somewhere else. There's a lot of foot traffic from the back of Clifton's lines that's good for downtown.
Yeah, and that's what any business down here. When you become busy, if we become busy, we send them, you know, to Rhythm Room. When we become busy, and then we go send them to Varnish, and then vice versa. We have all this great communication and also relationship with all these businesses that we can just share.
That's
you know, we have
awesome.
Mescalero behind us. If somebody's into just mezcal and Mexican drinks, go to Mescalero, which is great. You know, they have amazing ceviche there. So
Right. So I remember when I first moved to downtown, I used to go to Trader Vic's, which was in LA Live. My time.
never went.
You never
I went to the Trader Vic's in Beverly Hills.
I went to the one there, and when I lived in London, there was a Trader Vic's around the corner in London.
That's the famous one.
Is it really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
I wonder if it's still there. I left London a long time ago.
Mm.
But yeah, Trader Vic's. We used to go to Trader Vic's in LA Live. I lived on the corner of Fig and Olympic. Trader Vic's, the Yard House back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Now my favorite place in LA Live is Tom's Urban, because that has the best sports watching room in all of downtown.
What I like at Tom's, I don't know if they still have it, but the spicy garlic edamame, it's so good.
I've never had that. I don't
Right,
necessarily
so
go there
good.
to eat. I go there to watch games, and I just
Well, I gotta eat while I watch a game.
just give me a burger. Give me the wings and the burger.
Yeah. I
That's
usually have edamame when I watch a game.
Edamame?
Yeah.
Do you watch? You only really like baseball, right?
Yeah, correct. I'm a baseball fan.
Rams. The Rams are getting pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a chance here.
Yeah,
They're getting off injuries. They're hitting their stride.
yeah.
They're gonna have to beat the Niners, I think, at some point.
Cool.
Do you follow football at all?
I used to, not anymore.
You're a
Yeah.
big Dodger fan.
Yeah, I'm a big Dodger fan.
This is gonna be a big year with Tani.
Yeah, well, let's hope. And we just signed the another baseball player this week.
Who's that?
Also Japanese pitcher. So we spent close to $1 billion in the last month.
You think there'd be some scraps for us?
I hope I hope this pays off and we win the World Series. So
Yeah, we definitely need to win the World Series.
yeah.
What favorite food at Dodger Stadium?
Oh, I have to go with just the Dodger dog. I don't know if they still have it. They used to have the Los Dodger dog, which is picante.
It's what?
It's Los Dodgers. It's basically a spicy sausage.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never had that.
Yeah, it was not available in every stand. You have to look for it.
I wonder if you have to go with the traditional or any Dodger dog will work.
I mean, I start off with a traditional, and then I go into like whatever their specialty dog is.
So what? I'm gonna go with it's got to be a hot dog,
Mm-hmm.
a churro,
Okay.
and then whenever I'm at a sporting event, I always want to have ice cream. So whatever ice cream sandwich or snow
Do you
cone.
put your ice cream on your churro?
I never tried that. That
They
sounds really
they
good.
sell it that way at Dodger Stadium.
Someone took me to a game years ago. You've probably been here because you go to so many Dodger games.
Mm-hmm.
Behind home plate,
Mm-hmm.
like in the fancy seats, there's a whole restaurant in there,
Yeah.
and there's just everything.
Yeah, it makes you
And-
not want to go to the game, watch the
Well,
game.
Honestly, the day I was there, I think it was 110, and I had jeans on.
Mm-hmm.
It was unbearable to sit in the sun because we were literally right behind home plate, so the sun was. So I just went inside, watched the game on TVs, and ate cookies and ice cream. It was awesome, though.
I remember having really good prime rib from there.
That's funny. Wait, was it one of your favorite restaurants, a prime rib place downtown back in the day?
Pacific Dining Car, that's out of business
Oh,
now.
I used to go there.
Yeah, that's a memorable LA. Speaking of LA icons, that truly was. I was very saddened to lose that one. I grew up literally 1 block from that restaurant. That's where I was born and raised.
You
so,
were 1 block from there?
Yeah.
So that's how you found downtown? You grew up in downtown?
I was in downtown. I am downtown.
There was a Lakers thing there. People would meet there
Oh, a shuttle.
pregame, and they would shuttle you down to the I almost said the Forum. They would shuttle you down to LA Live.
Or
the
Staples Center back then.
And then you'd
Or
come back.
Crypto now.
Crypto, LA Live.
Yeah, that
Staples,
was their
Crypto.
deal. They actually had
Was
a
that a-
deal with a shuttle. You go there, you have dinner, and then
They paid for it?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because I had a couple friends that do that. Every time they do that, I think they were weaving when
Yeah.
they drove home. I don't know if it was the
Did you
safest
know
thing
that
to do.
Pacific Dining Car was 24? Where else can you get like a premium steak at 3 in the morning?
They were open all night too?
Yeah,
I didn't remember that.
yeah,
I went there a few times. It was good.
it's a solid.
But wait, there was a place used to go on Grand too back in the day, right?
The Grand Central Market?
No, Grand Street, Grand and Fifth. There was an old steakhouse you used to go to there.
I didn't go there.
Somebody was telling me about that back in the day, before my time. I got here in 2010.
Okay.
I used to live in New York. I used to live in London. Never knew anything about downtown. And I came down to watch a Dodger game. There was the hotel on the corner of Olympic and Fig.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw these signs. I'm like, wait a second. Maybe I should. What about downtown? And the rest is history. Kind of moved in. But that was so long ago. There was nothing to do on the weekends. We just had the Ralphs back then.
Right.
Can you imagine what was here before Ralphs? There was nothing.
There was nothing. Ralph's was actually the first. I forget if the Ralph's was before Whole Foods.
Way before Whole Foods.
Yeah. Like
Ralph's
when
is-
Ralph's opened up, it was the proper. Well, before that, you got Grand Central Market when it was a market, because that was my market
Was it
back in
always
the
a
day.
market?
It was.
But it wasn't
yeah.
as bougie as it is now. Not as many.
No,
people
it was a proper market. It was a supermarket. That's
was a
where we
supermarket?
went in there, and we got our veggies and our fruits, and every weekend that's where my mom took me to shop. We
I
got
think-
meats. There was butchers in there and everything.
LA Live kind of put downtown or got things going.
Mm-hmm.
Ralph's was the thing back in the day. People don't remember this because they weren't here, but
Right.
because when I moved here, that was like most important things that ever happened downtown. List of 5 or 10. Ralph's was always on the top 5 or 10.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
No, that was important because people had access to food now. Yeah.
that's why people that weren't here that long ago don't know how desolate it was. On the weekends, there was nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So when you come here now and you have all these bars and restaurants, even though we've lost, what percentage of bars and restaurants did we lose during COVID? You know more.
I don't know.
If you had to
couldn't
guess,
tell.
20%, 30%?
I would say like 10-ish, 10, 15, yeah.
So it's going to be so much quicker to get those back because there's so much here already.
Yeah.
It's already here. Things are happening.
Right.
I mean, literally happening. So, like I went to this Luna event.
Mm-hmm.
This is a cool event. You should try to go before it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last day is like the 13th of January.
Okay.
Someone way back in the day, 1987 in Germany, they did an amusement park and they had famous artists juice it up with their drawings and their skills and their artistry. And they brought it back and they put it into a warehouse in the arts district. And you can't ride the rides now like you could back then, but so cool.
Mm.
Very cool.
Sounds cool.
amazing. It's just beautiful. Very, very cool event. I hope it comes back eventually because you want to see things over and over.
Yeah.
It's one of the best things I've been to in downtown in a while.
Cool.
It's
That's
a very
awesome.
cool event. Luna.
Yeah.
But, anyway, what else we got?
Art night. Let's talk about art night.
Well, I did talk about a lot about art night.
Yeah.
The next art night is January 4th.
Okay.
Hopefully it's not too cold.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we'll have UCLA involved, the UCLA Exchange, and I don't know how many galleries we'll have open this month. There's a few people taking the month off, but just one thing about art night, we're open every first Thursday of the month,
Mm-hmm.
forever. And
What do you see our art night in 2024? Where do you want it to be?
just as an event becomes more, as it evolves,
Mm-hmm.
well, the first part of art night was just getting it started, right? And you have all these crazy ideas, and you got 100 ideas, and it takes time. You figure out what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. Like the first month, we had a street closure on 6th Street between Maine and Los Angeles, and we had cars, we had food vendors, we had events. It was really cool, but we realized it's too much. It's too much to try to open all these galleries and have the street closure, so we eliminated that. But to answer your question, we're just seeing things evolving that make sense. Like the biggest thing right now is trying to get the market mature at the Spring Street Arcade,
Okay.
getting more people there, getting more people involved, getting the attendance up. And as we get things, kind of on lock and they're on autopilot, then we kind of move on to the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that, is the genesis of your question. We'd like to bring more artists downtown that are well known. Like I said, we've got a few. We've got UCLA Exchange has connections, so we're working on getting more artists, getting more of the community involved, finalizing relationships with other different restaurants. By the way, I didn't tell you that the after party on January 4th is going to be at the Wolves. So if you're around, come
Oh,
to
you
the
didn't tell
Wolves.
me, but good to know.
Telling you now.
There you go.
So we're gonna, after we do what we do, we're gonna roll over there and bring some people over there and have some fun at the Wolves.
Cool. As far as radius is there a specific plan that you want to get big as far as like the expansion of the art night itself?
I think long term, I mean, of course, the answer is yes.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds really crazy, but keeping the map up to date is so much work
Oh, I bet.
that in the short term, no, we don't want to expand
Mm-hmm.
until we have, a more organized, formal methodology for bringing people in. So we are targeting, a few different places. I don't want to mention because it's not official yet,
Yeah.
that we're trying to bring in that are a little outside the footprint.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to add to the map
Okay.
and very strategic. A couple restaurants, a couple locations, but long term it would be great to just turn on art night and have everybody involved, and all we do is print maps, and you go to art district or you go to the jewelry district or
Mm-hmm.
fashion district or South Park, wherever, and art night becomes an idea and a theme of people doing things that are artistic, whether it's music or art or food or
Mm-hmm.
dancing or whatever,
Yeah.
photography. So that's another thing, bringing in a formal photography gallery, which is something we're working on, but it's not easy to do anything,
Yeah.
especially when there's not a lot of funding, right?
Mhm.
If I had $1 million, like easy, there's a photo gallery, but as we know, it doesn't work like that.
Right.
You got to go figure out how to find some nickels and then put some ideas together and find some other nickels, and that'd be another thing, is to find sponsors and to help bring in a little bit of money to make some of these ideas happen.
Yeah.
Because it really is all about bringing downtown and making downtown viable and giving it an identity again,
Yeah.
where people say, "Hey, downtown." Our in simple terms, my goal is someone goes home and says, "Man, I was downtown. It was so cool last night. I was at this bar, whatever bar is."
Yeah. Yeah. I think the idea, especially of this show, and the idea what you're trying to do is bring the city back to what it was, but not even that, where we think it should be. Like, I think the city's going to evolve, and it's slowly getting there, and things are changing, and businesses are flourishing, and we just got to keep supporting local. I think
Right.
that's the main key. Keep supporting local, support your local, taco shops, your restaurants, burger places, whatever it is that you like, keep supporting them. I think that's what I like doing, especially visiting other spaces. And then it creates a community in a sense of belonging for these businesses is too. Is like we have regulars that are part of us, and I think that's what makes it all worth it. You know, when you create a space that people love going to every day or once a month or whatever it is, and they enjoy it, that's the whole idea. You know?
Yeah. So, Yuko's is one of your go-tos.
Yeah.
What's your next top go-to? Well, Rhythm Room for the burger, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of burger, one of my go-tos is obviously the Wolves. I think some weeks I spend more time with the Wolves, hanging out with you, chit-chatting, than I do at home.
We have a decent burger.
You have a great burger.
Yeah.
A massive burger.
Yeah.
A massive burger and a mountain of French fries.
That's correct.
It's ridiculously good. Tell me, how's the burger made?
Chef Laurent has his secrets, so I don't want to unveil them all. But let's just say that Chef Laurent, who does our food program there, is a genius, and he basically turned an American staple into a French inspiration. You know, I would describe it as almost like a French dip burger. A burger you've never had before is 2 meats, cheese, some pickles. It makes your mouth water when you bite into it. You know? There's 4 different types of meat in it. But yeah, and when you have it, I've had many people really enjoy it. And that's very pleasurable to us when we come up with something, just like when we make a cocktail or a burger, and people are like, wow, this is amazing. I really enjoy this. And I think that satisfies us as a business.
Yeah, no, is it your top selling food item?
Yes.
By far?
By far. For a couple months, it was actually outselling our alcohol, which is insane. Yeah, so you got all scared from it. Yeah.
I love poutine, but I've never had your poutine because I never bothered to order
Yeah.
anything but the burger.
Okay. You should definitely have the poutine next time.
Yeah. The poutine is. I love poutine.
Yeah.
I love poutine at Rappahannock. We went. I took you there for the first time, right?
Yes, I love Rappahannock.
Rappahannock is good.
It's so good. I need to go back, actually.
They have a pretty good burger too.
I haven't had the burger. Did we have the burger? I think we might have had like a shirted burger.
That was the first time I went there. Was with my business partner Dana. Was back in the day. Was the end of the end of 21 when restaurants started opening up.
Okay.
And there was a real problem at that time, because people were so happy to bring us in and have them promote their restaurants to get the word out, hey, we're open, that they would give us so much food. It was ridiculous. Rappahannock nearly killed us. Wilson gave us everything. And I remember the last thing I ate was the burger, and it was so good, but I was so full by that point. I was just like, oh my God, I almost died. But yeah, no, the burger there is amazing.
And believe it or not, it's been on my list for a couple weeks already. I was like, I need to head back there, but I just have to figure out the schedule of when I head to the Wolves to do it before or after or during,
Yeah. So speaking of go-tos, there's a new burger place that's literally a stone's throw here from the Barlow Bixby on 7th Street. So it's basically 7th between Olive and Hill. Is it Olive and Hill? Olive and Hill.
Yeah.
Rita's Cafe.
I have not been, but I heard really good things.
Yeah, no, it's good. I go for the simple burger. There's a simple and a deluxe. I like the simple better.
What's the difference?
The deluxe has onions. I usually prefer without onions.
Okay.
But Rita's a cool spot. Super friendly. Everyone is really nice there. You walk in, it's a really small little spot. I can't think of any. I think it's one of the smaller places you go, but
it's all to go.
No, you can sit at the counter.
Okay.
But you're like sitting in the counter. It's like you're at home.
That's
the
cool.
chef's right there. I don't know if it's Rita, but the girl working the place and their team, they're all right there, like right there. So there's probably space only for 6 people to sit, and it gets really crowded. So you got to work around that. Because I went about a week ago, I was going to go and it was crowded. I'm like, I'm going to go for a walk. I went for a walk, came back, and then it was empty. So hustled up to the bar, ordered my burger and fries. And really good burger. Everybody's super friendly. And they just opened.
Good fries?
Great fries.
Okay.
Matter of fact, one thing though, I walked by yesterday and they were closed. I hope that's for.
It's the holidays. Everything's closed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't. Don't leave me now.
No. There's a lot of spaces that have taken time off, which is pretty cool.
Is that pretty standard?
Yeah. It depends. On what they do. Us, we stay open because we have all these big events coming up.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't close for New Year's.
Yeah,
You're open Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
correct.
right?
Closed Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Any thoughts? And what are your hours?
Mondays is 7 to 1, and the kitchen's closed on Mondays. And we run a special bar program that day. It's not a regular menu, or not a regular cocktail menu. It's something called Lost Custody, which is with Sam Houston and Nathan McCullough. They come up and they basically freestyle, get really, really creative off the cuff menus, and the menu would change usually like every month there. And then Tuesday, Wednesday we're closed. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we run our normal program. Thursdays we're open from 5 to 12, and Sundays as well. And Saturday and Sunday we close at 2 a.m.
Got it.
Yeah.
Any ideas of opening 7 days a week eventually?
No, honestly, I think I don't like overworking the staff. I think we're at the right amount right now. I think it just makes sense.
Pre-COVID, were you open 7 days a week?
Yes. And I don't think I would do that again.
No,
It's just too much.
just too much.
Yeah.
I see all the stuff that you're up to. It just seems like a lot.
Yeah, it's good to have a little break, a little reset. Because even on the days off, we're still doing stuff. The staff obviously gets days off, but as far as myself, we're still thinking of what's going to happen next and all that stuff. So,
Yeah, no.
yeah, for now, I think five times out of the week is fine. You know, if something changes, we'll change it, you know.
That's a crazy Clifton's. How many floors is Clifton's? Like 7 floors? Can you imagine running 7 bars?
That's quite a feat there. Yeah.
Crazy, crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so we talked about the purpose, the events. Oh, your next big event, Valentine's?
Oh, yeah. After New Year's Eve, I think for Valentine's, we get pretty popular. We're known as a date spot, a romantic spot. One of the quick facts that a lot of people don't know about the Wolves, I would say a lot of the first dates that go there, they get engaged. And I know this because I get a lot of engagement shoots at the Wolves, and the majority of them had their first date or they met at the Wolves. I would say I've had, not even kidding, maybe 11 couples.
11 weddings?
11 couples get engaged based on their first date at the Wolves.
Damn.
So if you're looking to get married or engaged,
Well, maybe you should be heading to the Wolves for Valentine's.
yeah.
I assume you sell out that's prefix.
That's the only time that we take reservations is prefix, and Chef Laurent creates this beautiful menu that
Front and back?
just the front actually.
Just the front?
Front and the balcony sometimes. Yeah.
The balcony. People love the balcony.
Yeah, we like to keep it intimate since it is Valentine's Day. We want it to be more romantic setting. So he comes up with this menu, and then Nate comes up with Valentine themed cocktails, and they're both paired up together, and people love going. Yeah.
One of these days, we're going to have to close down Spring Street and put a DJ up there.
That'd be cool.
I don't know why, but I want to see a DJ up there.
I don't want to upset anybody on Spring Street. So.
Who would you upset?
All the residents. Imagine closing it.
A few hours?
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard to close Spring Street.
Yeah.
When we closed 6th Street for
Art night.
Art night, we had talked about closing Spring Street, but it's not easy.
Yeah.
Because there's too many things going on.
Mm-hmm.
Entrance to parking lots.
It's a one-way. That's the
into
problem.
Apartments.
Yeah. It's okay. I mean, we have the farmers market on Sundays, which is cool.
That's true.
Yeah.
I went to the farmers market. I was on Sunday from, what is it, like 8 to 1 or something?
8 to 3.
8 to 3?
Mm-hmm.
And does Nate still make a farmers market drink
Yeah.
every week?
Yeah. Every week, he picks a different farmers market and finds a farm to glass, we call it.
What was this week's, do you know?
I don't know. He always changes it so fast that I have no idea. So.
I used to run a farmers market in West Adams.
Okay.
It was amazing. Started it in July
Mm-hmm.
of 2019. You know where this, no, I'm sorry, December of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
You know where this story is going.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Someone asked me, hey, will you help us do a farmer's market in the parking lot where my building was at? We started it up. The families were there. The kids were there. The parking lot was full of people. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
COVID hits. Long story short, I think we survived a year. And then we just had to shut it down. It was just
Right.
nobody was coming out.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, no, it was sad. But so anyway, I got a soft spot in my heart for farmers markets. There's a new one in South Park
I haven't been to that one yet.
on Grand. It's Saturdays. I don't know what the hours are. Probably 8 to 3 or something like that. But that's a good area for a farmers market as well.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's a really good area.
Yeah, I think so. It'll get going. It's still kind of new and kind of small, so it'll get going.
Yeah, I mean, farmer markets are always great. You know, they have the best. Well, the one here on Sundays, I get my churros. My churros are so warm and handmade right on the
Better than
spot.
Dodger Stadium?
Hell yeah. Sorry, Dodger Stadium, but yeah,
That's funny.
yeah. The farmer market churro lady that shows up.
I've had those.
She's
a
like,
big bag.
yeah, for like $5-7, you get a big bag. It's like
That's dangerous because I would just eat all of them.
I always do.
How long does it take you to eat a bag of like 7 churros?
20 minutes. Yeah.
That's sweet. I just. But that's a farmers market. Blair started that with the bid.
Yes. Thanks to Blair.
That was an amazing person you connected me with this year.
Yes. And
It was actually 2022.
Yeah. Very talented. Very in touch with the city, and always just looking how to improve everything in our city, in our district.
She really cares.
Yes.
You don't always meet people like that in her position that actually care.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, because Art Night does not happen without her.
Nope.
Her connections with the owners and helping make things happen and just putting it all together. But I know she got that farmers market going too.
Yeah, it took
Which is
her. I
huge.
mean, that's huge that for her to be able to close that street, but it works, you know,
Yeah,
because
that
people
is-
like going down and buying their produce.
It's a pain to close a street. Every Sunday they close that.
Yeah.
Would love to do a Spring Street event though, somehow. Once a year, something like that.
Maybe we should bring the Broadway event back. That's what we should do.
Everybody talks about that.
Yeah, that was
I
a
think
big
that's
event.
what's people that love downtown, 90% of them have two things in common. They want to close down Broadway,
Mhm.
myself included, and they would love to see some sort of interaction or connection with the theaters and getting the theaters back open.
Yeah.
That would be an amazing thing to add to Art Night, is getting something going on in the theaters.
Yeah. I mean, look at Halloween. Angel of Light was very successful.
That was, the person that put that event on, right?
Yeah, it was. His name is J.P. Willett, a good friend of mine that from my movie days. The event is basically an not immersive, but it was like, a Halloween hunt, and they did the theater correctly. It was done so well.
Mm-hmm.
It was classy. It was done to the theme, to the era. When you walked in all the way to the end, it was complete. I wouldn't say I was scared. It was just done classily, where you had moments of being scared, but it was such a wonderful event. I went 3 times. Yeah.
3 times?
3 times.
I never got in.
Yeah.
So wait, you're a movie guy.
I am a movie guy.
You're a movie guy before the Wolves.
I still am a movie guy.
How did you
That's
get
my
into
real
movies?
job. I went to school for it. I studied film. And then I got into radio. And then from radio, I transitioned into working on commercials and then work on movies and TV.
I know one fun fact about you. You're not in Terminator 2.
I am not. I am in Terminator 3.
You told me you're in Terminator 3. I'm
Yeah.
assuming you knew which Terminator you're in.
Yes,
So, of course, I rented Terminator 2.
because it's the good one.
And then the first thing that came to mind when the movie ended, before the movie ended, I'm like, I remembered why. That movie is awesome.
Hmm.
It's amazing. I had forgotten what a good movie Terminator 2 is. But then when the movie ended, I thought, Isaac's a liar. He's not in Terminator 2.
Well, first of all, I was like, why would you think I was in 2? I was not even old enough to be in Terminator 2.
So you're in Terminator 3.
Yeah.
Which then I rented, and I was probably not paying attention because I missed you. So I got to watch, and that's one of my goals for the year. I'm going to watch Terminator 3, and I'm going to find you. And you're in the back of a truck in the beginning.
Correct.
And how'd you end up in that scene? They needed a guy?
Hey,
We need a guy in the back of the truck.
the person that was booked for that scene did not show up. So they booked a backup person, and the backup person didn't show up.
Is that common in movies for something like that to
No,
happen?
especially for the backup person to not show up. And keep in mind, we're shooting in Sunland. And it's like 4 in the morning, and it's freezing. So they asked me, more like they told me, you got to get in there. And I dressed as a construction worker that gave John Connor a ride to the veterinarian hospital. So he sits in the back of the truck with me.
Did you get paid extra?
I think so.
Do you get residuals?
No, I didn't say a
Like a
line.
3-cent check?
There's no line said.
Oh, so if you don't have a line, you don't get...
Correct.
Right.
That was just an extra.
So the strike is over. When are you getting back to work?
We'll
Not your
see.
bar job.
Yeah, when somebody calls.
Mm.
Yeah. I think a lot of production is going to start shooting starting January 2024. And it's going to be a busy year. Yeah, since we're a little backed up now. A lot of content to be made. Yeah.
It's going to come, right? This is the year.
Yeah.
The strike is over. Things have progressed.
Yeah.
I don't know, it seems like last Friday or Saturday, I was running around downtown, and it seemed the busiest I'd seen it in a long time.
Mm.
There were people walking down the sidewalk, so I think people are coming back. But
Yeah.
now we have a lot of people saying we have some financial problems coming down the road, so who knows?
Mm. But, I mean, it's also going to be empty now because of the holidays. Everybody goes home to where they came from, and then after January, we'll see an increase of people being back home and, spending local and all that stuff. So, yeah.
So January and February, so January is usually the slowest month of the year, though.
Yes.
And then you have February, you'll do really well, obviously, on Valentine's.
Yeah, and January is usually dry January where people take a break from drinking.
Mm.
Yeah, so...
After the first.
Correct. People decide to go dry for a month just to detox and all that good stuff.
January 1st, we have the Rose Bowl.
Yes, the Rose Parade.
The Rose Parade. Have you ever gone? I've never been to the Rose Parade.
Never. I don't think I can get up that early and take a seat.
What time you got to get there really early, the night before or something crazy, right?
Like a week before.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it for this week, right?
Yeah. I think we'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to our first Happeningn podcast.
Happeningn podcast. Yep. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Checking it out. We'll be talking about lots of great stories, LA stories, downtown stories, business, meeting people.
Looking forward to having guests.
Yes.
Guests. We're going to have several guests, bar owners, business owners, or just anybody that
People
can
we know
relate to downtown. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to, meeting with a bunch of the people that you're connected to.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
You seem to know everybody downtown and kind of throughout LA in bars and restaurants.
I think the downtown's a tight community, and I really appreciate it. And I have a lot of love for the city, and I think the city has a lot of love for everyone.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. See you next week.
Right.
That seems like it was longer than an hour.
Did the alarm go off?
I don't know. I'm thinking. Oh, yeah, it's just about an hour, so it's perfect.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
I said an hour and 5 minutes.
Oh, got
Because
it.
what happened, it went off. Did you hear my phone like a minute after we started?
No.
I thought maybe I set it for a minute instead of an hour.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just like, that's why I ended, because I thought it was an hour.
Right.
I was like, that seemed like long. That was perfect.
It seemed longer too. Yeah.
I was a lot better.
Yeah. For some reason, I feel like the content was better the first time.
No.
I feel like this was boring.
You think?
You'll listen to it and see what you think.
When you're editing, you're not really listening. Podcasts, anyway. I don't know. It is what it is. We started.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was doing everything I could to knock off.
Yeah.
And I still